I thought at first, like, oh, they're not going to go there when they kind of were making Alpha very much about like a kind of like domestic abuser, like in terms of physical abuse. I was like, okay, well, maybe they won't go there necessarily with like the whole rape culture that the Whisperers have, because it's more about like a domestic abuse and that sort of power, sort of thing. But then when she kind of like got traumatized and wanted to go back to her cell at the sound of like hearing a baby cry, and like then we see like a baby and like the group, it's like something about this like obviously has set her off. And I mean, she is, I don't know, like about Henry's age, I'm assuming, right? So she's got to be
Seems like
like
15, 16. That
I'm
sounds about
guessing
right.
some kind of teenage, some kind of late teens or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, could she have been pregnant? I don't know. It's
Right.
possible.
Right.
It's
Well, and
possible.
yeah, I think the thing that you're trying to say and not spitting it out is that yes, one of her group well, no, not just one, maybe a lot of her group raped her,
Yeah. Yeah.
convinced her was the common good. There was that holding the knife at her throat, that really large machete to her
Right.
throat.
Mm-hmm.
So what basically, just to make it clear for everybody else, she was raped multiple times throughout many years in her teenage years, like 4 or 5, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
and she was pregnant, and something would happen to her own baby.
Right.
So
Potentially.
and then if you that makes more sense to me to resolve that issue, because then while she's talking about her mom lying, well, not I don't know about lying to her, but like saying that these communities can't survive, and then all the lies she told to her to convince her of that, seeing the truth in front of her, realizing that she didn't have to get rid of her baby.
Right.
What?
Yeah. It's very
What?
possible. It's entirely possible.
My mind is kind of blown right now, and I hope they do that too. That would be so heavy for this show.
I think it would. I think it has to. I don't think that they would kind of insinuate and make her have that kind of reaction for nothing. They've got to revisit that. They have to. Like, I feel like they have to kind of revisit why she had such a visceral reaction, to
Right.
be like, bring me back to myself kind of reaction.
Right, put me back into my cell too. Wow. And think about that. If that's true and she wants to be put back in her cell, the thing that she had to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
That her mom told her to do, and what does that make her, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's sticky. I mean,
Yeah.
in a bloody way.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's highly possible.